Meanwhile, James Stevenson is your leader. Jarrett Lawson putting a ton of pressure upon him as they come through the first sector here, with literally just over 25 minutes left to go. Jason Breyfogle in third, ready to pounce if there's any error by the two drivers up front. Eric Biggs in fourth. He's dropped back to about half a second behind this lead pack.
Big braking for Jarrett Lawson, almost goes into the rear end of James Stevenson over there, and just manages to keep it under control. But that was very close from Lawson, as he saw the early braking of Stevenson, very close to going into the grass himself.
Yeah, and these MX-5s, they've got a slower Ford Mustang ahead of them. That is that of Ricky Dalton. As James Stevenson is, I think these guys are getting a little bit unsighted by the Mustang. They know that that Mustang should be faster, but they're easily able to keep control of them. There's an incident ahead of them. That is Jody Bargardner in the number 63 machine from third position. Just having a look back to see what happened. He literally just got his turning all wrong and almost cut half the racetrack there.
Yeah, that's a tricky section around the racetrack. You can't afford any smallest mistake, and I wouldn't call that a small mistake.
He lost himself a good 15 seconds there, and at the same time you had in the incident Stephanie McPherson from 7th position putting himself into the tyre barrier. So it looks as though he's managed to get himself back onto the racetrack, but he's now right in the middle of this MX-5 train, which currently has James Stevenson with Jarrett Lawson right behind him, Jason Breyfogle. These MX-5s looks as though they're going to try and have to overtake Ricky Dalton in the number 42 machine, and at the moment Ricky Dalton is playing the role of Jarno Trulli in the Trulli train.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. For some reason, Ricky is lapping slow enough to MX-5 to actually catch him. So, well, this will be fun, because right behind Stevenson, Lawson, and Breyfogle, there's Stephen McPherson, number 43 Mustang, trying to find his way around him, and he does not want to get involved in this battle or store the soup in any way, especially if they're going too wide into some place, and even if McPherson is going to get a good run on him, I don't think he's going to risk MX-5's getting clipped out of this race. At least not from his half.
The only possible opportunity that he's going to have to try and swoop over these MX-5s is as they come down the backstretch towards the roller coaster. Just another incident, another driver being black flagged. This time it was Stephanie Moraine in the number 57. Sorry, Stephane Moraine. In the number 57 MX-5, he's got himself a black flag. As you see Stephen McPherson closing right up to these MX-5s as they come down towards the Oak Tree corner of corner number 12 once again. If he can get himself close enough and get a good drive out of the corner, he should be able to pass at least 2 of these MX-5s down the long back straightaway. Yeah, having a look to see whether he's going to have a chance, but he lost a lot of momentum as he went through the corner.
Yeah, the speed differential, the top speed difference is just insanity. As we can see right here, it's a 40 kilometers or even more per hour. He just flies right by the first MX-5, and I will think that he will catch the second MX-5 as well. Yeah, with ease.
So for McPherson, he managed to literally catch cars at a perfect opportunity. Almost had a look down to the inside to see whether he could pass Stevenson. Not going to happen this time by. He's going to see if he can wait to the front straightaway to be able to do that. And it does look as though in all that tussle, Stevenson's just dropped back a little bit from Ricky Dalton. He's picked up his pace just a little bit, but he's setting lap times of, 2 minutes 16. Let's see what he did this time by. He's picked up his pace for 2 minute 11. So that's why he's been able to pull away from the MX-5s at this lap, but only by a couple of seconds. As you see now, McPherson getting past Stevenson, so that is over and done with, and McPherson gets away without losing any time there at all.
Yeah, meanwhile Stevenson did a flying lap, 2 minutes 13.7 against the second place of 2:14.5, so 0.8 of a second gap increased by James Stevenson. That was a hell of a lap.
I'm still interested to keep an eye on Jarrett Lawson, currently running in the second position. See whether or not he's going to be able to close down in that battle for the lead in the Mazda MX-5 division. Derek Lawson, also the driver that we talked about earlier, being black flag, so he'll be on fresher rubber.
And meanwhile, behind these guys in the 7th position, Giancarlo Lenzi is currently flying. He caught Joseph Peak in the 8 car right here on the screen very fast. He's half a second faster than Joseph Peak, and he is really uncharged. But we still have 15 minutes to go, so he does have the option to. Looking at the statistics right now, he has option to get past Peak, catch Reynolds, get past Reynolds. But after that, I don't think the 4th place is. There's going to be enough time for him to reach 4th, but he definitely has a chance for 5th. Ooh, the contact on O3!
2 cars! I was saying they were very close to collecting each other earlier. Giancarlo Lenzi managed to get past, the caution will be out, and this means we're pretty much going to have 2 laps of racing left here, and Lenzi somehow manages to avoid those 2 drivers as they were going too wide into the Oak Tree corner, and it looks as though literally the number 44 machine of Matthew Reinhold just had the corner but slid around, and then the number 8 machine of Joseph Peak just couldn't stop the car in time, and the 2 collected each other.
Yeah, another view of what happened. Yep, just too wide going around the Oak Tree with inside guy not giving any space at all, and that's what keeps happening. And simple spin, and that corner, adding to the grass being slippery, that corner is very, very slippery, especially if you have to make adjustments, steering adjustments, additional braking, whatever correction you have to do in the middle of that corner. That's tricky.